Okay, we are live. We are going to be doing some tarot readings. All right. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Okay. And get this posted right in the chat. Easier for people. Wait, what advice can I give to people who are just starting off with tarot reading? Let us see. Well, do it for fun. Starting off is great advice because then the momentum just flows very easily. When learning the cards at first, try to learn them upright only. Don't use reversals right away. Try to figure out all the upright meanings first and then start applying reversals, unless you really want to apply reversals from the start. Just give a bunch of readings for yourself. At least that's the way I learned primarily, and obviously look up meanings and study that. But like, try to develop a bridge between the official meanings and intuitive interpretations, and basically just study and study and study, and keep doing it for a very long time, and eventually the meanings will sink in more and more, and you'll be able to read the cards better and better. So that would probably be my best advice. Hopefully that helps. You are welcome. Thanks for asking. Hey there, Rosie. Thanks for the donation. What question would you like to ask? My ex Anthony ever want to get back together? All right, let us take a look at this. And welcome back, by the way. All right, we would like a Celtic cross forecast for Rosie in the chat right here, right now, on the question of, will her ex, Anthony, ever want to get back together? Celtic cross forecast. Let's see what we get. Celtic cross. When will her ex ever want to get back together? All right, let's take a look. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles. I'm mispronouncing cards here. Two of Cups, the Sun reversed, the Hierophant, King of Cups, Three of Pentacles reversed, King of Wands. And the final outcome card is the High Priestess reversed. Okay, let's see here. What is his sign, if you don't mind saying his zodiac sign? Let's see, you got two twos. One is the Two of Cups in the past, the other is the High Priestess reversed for the final outcome card. Well, basically, water sign Cancer, yeah, it's probably the King of Cups who showed up then. Well, basically, yeah, I can figure this out by looking at the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and the High Priestess reversed. Though there is some interesting energy with the Hierophant mixed in there, but basically the order of these cards, well, I hope I'm not being the bearer of bad news, but Three of Pentacles reversed, outside force coming in, indicating blocked communication, blocked collaboration. High Priestess reversed for the outcome card. If we look at that as the second house, of relationships, intimate relationships, we see that as being blocked. With the Nine of Pentacles for your current outside influences, even though that's a card of prosperity, it's also a solitary card. And even the Ten of Swords for for the challenge card indicates the idea of completion, as if to say that such a thing needs to be completed. So, even though we do have the Hierophant mixed in there, as if to say there might be something else going on, the highest probability is, again, I hope I'm not being the bearer of bad news, but that he probably will not want to get back together. And yet there is that Hierophant card that, I don't know, as if to say maybe there's a slight chance, but I don't know. That's the best I've got. Any questions on this? I think either the Hierophant card probably should have cut a swear. Friends with benefits. Could be. I mean, that wouldn't exactly normally be what that card would talk about, at least in its upright position, but in this context, maybe with the Venus rulership and it being card 5, the 5th house, which does talk about sex, among other things. Yeah, that could be. That does make sense. Interesting. Appreciate your honesty, though. Well, you're very welcome. That's my rule, basically. I have to be honest with people. Like I said earlier, my spiritual practice is authenticity. So I hold myself to a standard of honesty. All right, so who's next? Maybe the cards kind of show like with the High Priestess reverse. Like why the High Priestess is reversed. Hang on, I nearly put them back just now. Let me just get them back in position. Why the High Priestess is reversed. Let's see. Normally that card in its reversal is going to talk about the need to listen to your intuition. Can also talk about secrets being held and stuff like that. What is it in this context, though, most likely? I don't know. I wouldn't want to put any, like, worries or concerns in your mind, but it might almost be like something not kept a secret. Like if you two have, I don't know, a particular secret between you two or multiple secrets or whatever, because that card does talk about that a lot. Something hidden coming into the light eventually. And then you might even have to overcome a situation that feels, well, you did get, Ten of Swords challenge card, a situation that feels like defeat to some extent. Again, I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure of this, but that would be my best theory. Wouldn't be surprised about secrets. Yes. The High Priestess and her secrets. I have a feeling he has a GF. I tried asking. He blocked me for a month after I asked. Well, that is suspicious. Well, no female court cards showed up in the spread. So, I mean, if they had, I'd be like, oh, maybe that's the GF. But but they didn't. But of course, it could still be a possibility. Eventually going to find out. Yes, probably, especially with that Ten of Swords. See, it's interesting. With Ten of Swords, challenge card can also indicate in various situations like truth coming out and the shattering of illusions and stuff like that. So that might be the energy that you eventually reintegrate in the situation, and then the truth comes out, basically. Also, what you have is the Sun reverse for your hope to achieve position, and that in certain contexts can indicate things being hidden from view. Like with the Sun card upright, it's like, oh, we see things as they are. But when it's reversed, it can be like something's blocking us from seeing things as they are. And you have in your hope to achieve position, implying that there's a desire to see something that you're not currently seeing. But yeah, just that card showing up, I would think the potential of finding out what that is definitely there. The potential, at least. You are welcome. Thanks so much for getting another reading from me. It's always fun. All right, so what's next? Hey, Poetic, how are you? I'm doing well, Layla. Thank you for asking. And thank you for the donation, by the way. I believe you were the one who donated last time you were here, but I didn't see it till after you left. So thank you for that. If you want a reading, just let me know. Always wanted to donate to Legan 3. Well, geez, thanks. Thanks so much for that. Like, never feel like you have to donate just for the sake of donating. But if you want to donate again for the reading, that's fine. Or I can just give it to you for free. It's up to you. Or, well, for free now, but because you donated before. You know what I mean. And every bit of donation does help, though. Like, what I'm planning on getting as soon as I save up the money for it is a better microphone for these streams. So the audio quality it should, as long as it works, which it should, the audio quality will improve greatly as soon as I save up the money for it, which it shouldn't be too much longer now, maybe a couple more weeks or something. Never did a reading. I'm curious about what it's all about. Well, you can ask a question on any subject of your choice, or just like say that you want insight into a particular situation or area of your life or something, and I'll do a reading and I'll give you insight into that area of your life. So I don't know, tarot reading, in my opinion, it's not so much fortune telling or predicting the future as it is revealing information that could be quite valuable to whoever's asking for it. Greatly curious about my love life. It's weird and unusual. All right. Would you like a reading about that? I think I'm going to plug my phone in. Since my boyfriend and I haven't met and we've been together for 21 months now, will we ever make it? All right, let me get these cards ready. Okay. Since my boyfriend and I haven't met and we've been together for 21 months now, will we ever make it? All right. And just to be sure, like, is there anything else, or is that the entirety of your question? Just want to make sure before I begin. It's difficult, and he's been going through major changes lately, like moving and getting a new job, and of course our time differences are a killer. I see. Yeah, that would be quite challenging. All right, so let's do a reading on this. So we would like a Celtic Cross reading for Layla in the chat right here, right now, on the question of, since my boyfriend and I haven't met and we've been together for 21 months now, will we ever make it? Celtic Cross on this situation. Let's see what we get. Celtic Cross for Layla. Situation with her boyfriend. All right, so we're just moving right along here. What insight do the cards have into this situation? I always shuffle until I get a lock. Sometimes it does take longer than others. And there it is. I just bumped my camera. Okay. Wow. Starting out with the Devil reversed, and the Page of Wands reversed, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords reversed, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords reversed, the King of Wands, the Star reversed, the Sun reversed, and the final outcome card is the Nine of Cups reversed. All right, let's see here. The situation. Will you make it together? We calculate this here on our reverse cards. Yeah, it's a fairly common thing. Could you perhaps tell me yours and or your boyfriend's zodiac signs? That would help me figure this out even more. Capricorn, he's Leo. Okay. Well, he must be that King of Wands that showed up then. So, this is an interesting dynamic. So, January 2nd, August 19th, all right. So, it looks like currently, with that Devil card reversed, there is a sense of breaking free from something, breaking free from limitation, which is good, but you've still got things like the Star reversed for the outside force coming in that's indicating a lack of freedom and limitation and stuff like that. Your challenge card is the Page of Wands, and it did come up reversed, which can indicate also like heavy burdens and kind of like a lack of freedom and things like that. And the final outcome card is the Nine of Cups reversed, which when that, see, it's tricky because when that card's upright, it is very positive energy and happiness, satisfaction, things like that. When it's reversed, the way I read it is one of two things can happen. Either there's still some amount of satisfaction, but not as much because the energy is blocked, or it is sadness and disappointment and possibly even like hurt feelings and stuff like that. Now, I'm not sure which way it's going to manifest in your experience because this reading kind of looks like it could go either way, but it's like, in terms of will you ever make it? Well, the highest probability right now appears to be that you may, but there's still going to be so much limitation that you have to try to overcome. So many things that make you feel basically not free, and Nine of Cups reversed, not fully satisfied. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's like it looks like you can get somewhere. You know, you can break free, Devil card reversed, but are you ever going to be fully satisfied? Well, the highest probability right now is probably not. So that would be basically the most relevant information here. But also remember, you know, the future is not set in stone. There's always the possibility that you can change things. But this is like all tarot readings, a projection of the highest probability right now. There also may be a risk in your near future of not seeing something entirely clearly with that Ace of Swords reversed, especially when combined with the Star reversed and the Sun reversed. So some more advice would be like, try to, like, in the near future when you're weighing decisions regarding the relationship or whatever regarding the relationship, perhaps make an extra effort to think really clearly and to really try to see things clearly. Don't fall for illusion or you know, too much subjective thinking. It does feel like an illusion to me, actually. Damn. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense with that Ace of Swords reversed. Like, the relationship is sitting on what I would say is a fair amount of sound foundation with the Knight of Pentacles underlying energy. That's some strong, solid, earthy energy, but there's still all of these limitations and you know, things making it difficult to feel free in the relationship. So, is there anything else I can answer about this reading? Any questions about it? Had a great time with connecting with each other on a spiritual level. Yes. That Two of Pentacles in your hope to achieve position could even indicate that that you're wanting to find a good rhythm with this, or go with the flow more with it and have it work out in that way, which it may if you can do that more and more. But again, the highest probability is still that there's going to be something left unsatisfied, or something, you know, an area that is not completely everything that you want. Figured out would be either doesn't tell anything about what he's feeling, right? Let's see about what he's feeling. Well, since you said he's a Capricorn, it could be, well, he could be represented by the Knight of Pentacles card, which, you know, upright underlying energy basically would indicate that he's, you know, a strong, like offering strong, steady support to the relationship. All right, you're the Capricorn. I'm sorry. He's a Leo. Okay. Well, then that would be the King of Wands that showed up, interestingly enough. And, well, that would be similar, except with the energy of fire. Passionate about it, willing to fight for it, willing to take action to sort of make it work. Things like that, you know, willing to really put forth the effort. Also, the Page of Wands showed up. And thanks for the donation, Shell Bell. I will give you a reading as soon as we're done with this one. So it's just that lack of freedom in it. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, basically, that's the strongest message that's showing up here, is the lack of freedom. That remains the challenge to be overcome. All right. So any other questions about this reading, or do you feel complete? Thank you, Poetic. I guess that shall be it. All right. Thanks, Layla. I appreciate you getting a reading for me. Wish I could have delivered some better news, but that's what we have. All right. Now for the next reading. My question for the cards would be, will I finally be able to move on from past heartbreak and find new love this year? All right, let us see. All right. We would like a Celtic Cross forecast, Celtic Cross spread for Shell Bell in the chat right here, right now, on the question of, will I finally be able to move on from past heartbreak and find new love this year? Celtic Cross on the situation. Let's see what we get. Celtic Cross. And will Shell Bell be able to move on from past heartbreak and find new love this year? All right, here we go. Knight of Cups reversed, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Page of Swords reversed, the Sun reversed, the 9 of Swords reversed, the World, the Knight of Swords reversed. The final outcome card is the Ace of Pentacles. Nice, okay. All's well that ends well, as they say. All right, let's see here. There's a lot going on here. So, finally be able to move on from past heartbreak and find new love this year. Well, it looks like at first, and particularly, I guess, early on this year, since you asked for the year, this would kind of span the year, is going to be difficult because you've got the Knight of Cups reversed, you've got the 6 of Swords for your challenge card, indicating the challenge is indeed to be able to move on from the loss of love and stuff like that. You know, too many ups and downs in the past. 2 of Pentacles, second house of relationships, too many ups and downs in that area. 3 of Swords for the underlying energy. So a lot of that trauma and heartbreak and whatnot, as you know, it's in your question. And then let's see, Page of Swords reversed for what you hope to achieve. You are wanting to overcome basically inner turmoil. The near future, so in the next probably few months or so, it is the Sun reversed, and so that's indicating basically it's still going to be a challenge. You're still going to feel blocked most likely in this area. The light of the sun, the joy of the sun is trying to shine through, but it is reversed. It is still blocked at this time. However, as we get more into like the second half of the year, you got 9 of Swords reversed. So we typically like this card better when it's reversed because it indicates overcoming or feeling better from trouble and shock and worry and heartbreak and stuff like that. And so probably roughly more or less around halfway through the year, you're feeling like you are in fact recovering from that sort of thing. And then what's your outside force coming in? The World card, which talks about all kinds of beneficial things, manifestation, finally getting what you want, coming full circle in something, a new beginning, finally getting to what you've been trying to get to for so long, you know, the completion of a journey and the beginning of a new one. So like later in the year with that World card there, and especially with the Ace of Pentacles for the outcome card that we're coming to, yes, it is highly likely that you are going to experience a sort of perhaps even transformation. And if you actually don't find new love, which is unlikely with these cards, it's likely that you will find new love. But if you somehow don't, you will at least have felt by then that you have gone past, you have transformed that heartbreak, that trouble, shock, worry, trauma, things of that nature from the past, and are embracing a new beginning. And with that Ace of Pentacles outcome card, well, I mean, you couldn't get a better outcome card for a question like this, fortunately. And as people know, I tell it like it is. I wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't true. Ace of Pentacles for the outcome of this question would indicate a prosperous new beginning, and extremely likely, given the context of your question, of finding new love. But even if you somehow didn't, you at least would be past the heartbreak from the past. You will have found a way to have transmuted that energy or dissolved it somehow, and formulate a new beginning. So that's really good, actually. It's gonna be rough for a while longer, from what I'm seeing here. Next few months, basically, but after that, you should start to see improvements this year. So that about conveys that information. So any questions? Thank you. At least there's a silver lining. Yeah, that's true. I'd say a very big silver lining, because eventually it should get way, way better. So yes, you're very welcome. Thanks for getting a reading from me. I really appreciate it. Made a lot of sense. Made a lot of sense to me too. Like the cards lined up perfectly with your question. So Six of Swords for the challenge, that being about moving on. And that's what you asked about. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Well, thank you. I appreciate your giving me your time, getting a reading from me. All right. So who is next? Thanks for another donation, Rosie. What would you like to ask? OMG, oh boy, what happened? Feel so embarrassed to keep going back. No, don't feel embarrassed. It's okay. It's cool. Like, if you've got the donations, I've got the readings. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, don't feel embarrassed at all. And thanks for the additional donation, Layla, if you're still here. I just saw that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Will I find someone who I be in a relationship in 2019? All right, let us find out. Reword? Okay. I'll get the cards ready in the meantime. Will I be in a relationship with someone who I desire to be with in 2019? Okay. So, we would like a Celtic cross forecast for Rosie in the chat on the question of, will I be in a relationship with someone who I desire to be with in 2019? A Celtic cross spread on this question. Let us see what we get. There we are. And thank you for the additional donation. Do you have another question after this one? All right, let's see what your cards are. 6 of Cups. So far, so good. Queen of Swords reversed. Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Cups. Page of Cups reversed. 7 of Cups reversed. 6 of Wands reversed. 4 of Cups reversed. 3 of Wands reversed. And the Chariot reversed. All right, let us see here. Find someone, be in a relationship with someone you desire to be with in 2019. Okay, let's see. I'm going to draw one more card to see if I can get more information. And it's the 4 of Pentacles reversed. All right, let's see here. So I feel like this might be able to go one of two ways. But let me just think. The Chariot reverse can be tricky because it can often be positive or negative. It can either indicate like emotional problems overcome, or it can indicate difficulties when it comes to things like needs, wants, desires, and relationships. But let's see, you did get 2 4s plus that card being ruled by Cancer. You've got your 4th house lit up, 4th house of home and family, and also the idea, you could say, of that Cancerian energy of needs, wants, desires. But so, well, what's basically happening here is you're starting out with the 6 of Cups, your current outside influences. That would indicate that you would indeed be likely to end up in a relationship, or at the very least start dating someone, like begin something with someone that you desire to be in a relationship with this year. Maybe from the past, 6 of Cups can have that sort of nostalgic energy to it, but it could also be someone entirely new. And I feel like I don't hear this from enough people, but from what I've seen of the 6 of Cups, it can indicate also an entirely new relationship where you're just starting to date someone, basically, and that feeling of attraction and stuff like that. So that's where you're starting out. And then another positive thing is you have the Wheel of Fortune for the underlying energy, indicating usually good fortune, good turnabouts, good positive developments. But then you come to the 7 of Cups reverse in the near future, which, well, actually, that can also be positive. That can be like seeing things as they are. But then your attitude or position in the situation is 6 of Wands reversed. A sense of hesitation, a sense of wanting to put that sort of life off, or that relationship world off. And then 4 of Cups reversed for the outside force coming in. That could, this is why this one's so tricky. Hang on just a second. That 4 of Pentacles, the 11th card I drew. Well, it's like overall, I think what's most likely to happen with the Four of Cups reversed, first of all, for the outside force coming in, it's like rather than satisfaction, dissatisfaction might enter the picture. And then outcome card, the Chariot reversed, um, disharmony when it comes to needs and wants and desires and stuff like that. And then that Four of Pentacles for the 11th card, more information, possibly like unstable foundations. So I don't know. I hate to say it, but it looks like it starts out well with that Six of Cups, but unless something changes, it looks like it eventually is not quite going to turn out the way that you want it to. Like if you started a new relationship with someone, the highest probability right now looks like eventually it will not work out. Your challenge card is the Queen of Swords, so perhaps by seeing more clearly in a mental sense, you can sort of rewrite that outcome. You can improve it, make it what you want it to be, but that would be my best interpretation at this point. Wanting something new, well, it's like I feel stuck with the past. Well, that could be that Six of Cups then as well. Yeah, and I see Page of Cups reversed for what you hope to achieve, saying like trying to overcome a blockage to a new lover, a new relationship like that. So, I don't know. I hate to deliver bad news as always, but right now it looks like the highest probability is that eventually it's just not going to go where you want it to go, though there might be something that could be what you want for a little while. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Appreciate the cards. All right. Well, I appreciate your getting these readings. And I wish I had better news for that one, but that's what we've got. All right. So, is there another question? Yes, I am drinking Mountain Dew right now. Well, it looks like it's it for tonight, or that's it for tonight. So, gonna get off now. I'll be back soon. Thanks for those who watched. Might even come back tomorrow and do more tarot readings. I'm not sure yet. But I'll definitely be back on Wednesday with more tarot readings and some astrology stuff. So, hey there, Layla. Thank you again. Have a good night. Thank you again. And I hope you have a good night as well. Thanks. Thanks again for the donation. I really appreciate it. All right, so I'm just gonna set this stream to unlisted, and then I'll be shutting it down. All right, so thanks again, everyone, for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday. Might even be back tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. And we'll do more tarot readings on Wednesday, and I think we'll also do an astrology stream on Wednesday. So, hope to see you there, and have a great night, everyone. All right, bye for now.